I'd like to call to order tonight's meeting of the Hammond Capital Improvement Board. Will you please rise and join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job, Matt. There you go, Matt. Will the clerk call the roll, please?
Emerson.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Muta.
Here.
Prieto.
Here.
Rakos.
Here.
Salinas.
Here.
Button.
Here. Let the record reflect that there are all members present, 6 in chambers and 1 on Zoom. Next item on the agenda, you should have received in your board packet a copy of the past meeting minutes. Is that true? Yep.
Yes.
At the end of the packet. Chair would entertain a motion for approval.
So moved. Second.
Councilman Salinas, thank you. Seconded by Councilman Emerson. Been moved and properly seconded to approve the minutes of August 19th, 2024. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Muta.
Yes.
Prieto.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Next item on the agenda is a report on the work study session. Immediately prior to this meeting, we had a short, brief review of the action items for tonight's agenda. Any other discussion? Any other discussion? Next item on the agenda is item number 6, funding. Anything you'd like to brief us on, our favorite controller in the world?
Nothing this evening, Mr. President.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you kindly. Next item on the agenda is item 7, matters from mayor, council, and other departments. Anyone from those entities wishing to address the board at this time? Anyone wishing to address the board? Seeing none, item 8 is old business. Is there any old business? Oh. Item 9 is new business. Item 9A is funding allocation number 207, 2024 street resurfacing with Milestone Contractors North in the amount of $447,000. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Moore, seconded by Councilman Emerson. It's been moved and properly seconded for the funding allocation for street resurfacing. Is there any discussion? In light of our reduced funding capability, we're doing a reduced funding for street resurfacing this year. We're limiting it to just 3 projects. A project on Douglas between Holman and the Westlake tracks. A project in the 4th District to do a resurfacing of Van Buren between 175th and the southern end of that Van Buren Street. And Erie between Carroll and Eaton. Is there any other discussion?
Mr. President, just a question. As far as those streets, how many total blocks would this be?
I would say approximately 5 blocks.
5 blocks, okay.
Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Muta.
Yes.
Prieto.
Yes.
Rakos.
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Item 9B is a funding allocation number 208, ditch clearing on Klein Service Road with Dyer Construction Company Incorporated in the amount of $13,487.32. Chair would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Salinas, seconded by Commissioner Prieto for the ditch cleaning on the Klein Service Road. Is there any discussion? Georgetown Homes complained of limited drainage, standing water, and the Phragmites and other invasive species in the ditch line around 169th and Klein Avenue. We do take care of ditch cleaning on occasion. Sometimes we do it in-house, but sometimes when it's sort of involved, we involve a contractor. In this case, we contacted Dyer Construction, and they completed the work. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Muda,
Yes.
Prieto,
Yes.
Rakos,
Yes.
Salinas,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Item 9C is funding allocation number 209, investigate sinkhole and parkway at 730 173rd Street on the Jefferson Street side in the amount of $2,555.13. Chair would entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion? Second.
Been moved by Commissioner Prieto, seconded by Councilman Salinas. Is there any discussion? So Public Works looked at the issue last year. There was a hole developing in the park with a paved parkway at 730 173rd Street. And they felt like there was nothing that would be in their remit to do any sort of repair in this area. We talked to the sanitary district, the sewer maintenance department, and they indicated that they didn't have any sewers in the area. When this happens, it's referred to engineering to do some investigation. This has happened on a few occasions, particularly on Michigan near the Renaissance, on Reverend Burns Parkway in the 3rd District. In those cases, we uncovered the subsidence in the area. In that case, we found building foundations that were still there, that existed, that were contained within the city right-of-way. And so we had to mitigate for that. In this case, when we uncovered the sinkhole, we found a fuel oil tank approximately 6 feet in diameter, unknown the length of it, that served the building, the property at 730 Jefferson Street, 173rd Street, sorry. And so at that location, we uncovered it, found that, and basically plugged the holes as best we could and backfilled it and referred it to the law department to contact the property owner and advise them about removing that underground fuel tank that served that building. So the engineering department reached out to Hassey Construction. They dug a hole, plugged the existing holes in the fuel oil tank, and then backfilled and compacted that area, and then now have since left it with stone, referring that to the owner of the property. Is there any other discussion? Any other discussion? Roll call on the motion.
Emerson,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Muda,
Yes.
Prieto,
Yes.
Rakos,
Yes.
Salinas,
Yes.
Button.
Yes, motion carries 7 in favor and no dissent. Is there any other new business? Public expression. Is there anyone wishing to address the Capital Improvement Board? Anyone on Zoom wishing to address the Capital Improvement Board? Final call. Hearing none, the next regular meeting of the Hammond Capital Improvement Board is scheduled for October 7th with a work-study session at 4:30 and a regular meeting at 5 p.m. If there's nothing further, the chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Rakos, seconded by Councilman Salinas. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? Hearing none, motion to adjourn is passed.